If we're telling, I'm gonna tell some stories about when I got in trouble in school, but I'm gonna keep them lighthearted and funny.
Okay.
So we're gonna keep this okay. I got in trouble in elementary school for flipping a kid off without knowing what the middle finger meant.
Oh man, that was always the best in elementary school when kids just did not know what the hell anything was, and like they were trying to either be cool or like
punched me, and he ended up hitting my hand, and so I was like, "You only hurt this finger," and I flipped him off on accident, and some other like girl like tried to tell on me, being like, "He flipped him off," and I was like, "I don't know what flipping off means," and my teacher, frankly, she was cool with it. She was like, "Whatever." And she just, like, let me go.
That's good.
Story number 2 of childhood innocence resulting in what could have been a problem. So, we had to bring our own books to school one day, and I didn't really know what to get, but there was this book that my parents had that was, like, a book of, like, adult comics, which, I mean, not adult in the sense of, like, they were pornographic, but there were pornographic comic strips in them. No, they weren't pornographic. I don't know what to say. But they had nudity in them. But they were adult humor. And so I really liked them as a kid because my parents didn't really give a shit. They were just like, what the fuck ever. You're going to learn about it eventually. You know, if you feel like you can handle it now, like, go ahead and just read that shit. We
my
don't give a
parents
crap
bought me
one way or the other.
a sex ed book when I was... Well, not bought me, but, like, I was in...
well, they didn't stop you from reading it, basically.
Well, I was in the library and effectively... I was in the library and effectively my mother's like, yeah, no, take it. And it was like me and like one of my best friends at the time who was like
honestly,
who was a girl.
You know, kids can handle that shit if you're cool with it.
I mean,
like if you don't make it a big deal, it's not really that big of a deal.
There was some amount of like super weird ick factor for 2 kindergartners discovering what sex was.
I really don't think so, but I mean,
it was
whatever.
Weird and icky, all right.
Okay, I died.
Do we have enough hellstone yet? How much do you have?
I don't have very much. Honestly, I haven't been able to mine a whole lot.
I got... No, that's obsidian brick. That's a different... I got 134. How much do we need?
We need thousands. Like 2,000 probably between the two of us, if I remember.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, I don't know. They made Hellstone... They made the requirements for Hellstone a lot more generous, but they made getting Hellstone a lot harder. I have 243. That's probably enough for, like... 20 bars of Hellstone. I don't know.
I've got.
I'm gonna need to get my money back.
What else do
anyway,
we
so I
need?
brought
Do we
this
just
book.
need the bars?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I brought this book with me to class, and I was reading it, and I was like, "This shit is so goddamn funny." It was really good comics. That's the thing. Like they were very high quality. Like, think Gary Larson level, but, like, adult-oriented. And so, even as a kid, I thought that was really funny, which now that I look back on it, makes me sound like I was really fucking strange. And I am and was, so, you know, there is that. But
alright,
whatever,
so Bird, we have more than enough for a full molten on both of us. Can you come back?
Really? I'll be back in a second. Who told you?
What,
Did
for
you
the
just
molten?
check yourself?
I am wearing the chest piece and the legs right now.
Okay, I'll be back there in a second.
So that's,
it used to be
usually
required like
indication.
1,000 Hellstone to get like a full set.
Looks like we're okay on that front.
Okay, I'll pick some up in a second. Yeah, I have to go get my money, then I'll magic mirror back up. So anyway, my teacher finds this and is like, why do you have this book of all things? Because, I mean, there were just, like, drawings of, like, titties, basically, like, in every other page.
But, like, if you're a kid, like, who cares?
Right, like, I mean, at that point, I pretty much accepted, like, I'd seen enough art that I was just like, whatever, like, it's our art.
I think
like,
at that point,
I didn't see it as a pornographic thing. Like, I saw it as, like, an artistic thing.
I think at that point, like, I was at the stage where, like, tits and breasts were confusing and hilarious, as opposed to anything remotely interesting.
Yeah. So the teacher took it away, and I was like, can I have that back? That's my parents' book. And she was like, you can have it at the end of the day. And I was like, okay, we have a deal, Mrs. Terwilliger. And so I got that book back at the end of the day, and that was the, oh, what am I doing?
Oh, I've got a story. Speaking of things being taken away and having to retrieve them at the end of the day. So
you told me about Pokemon cards, right?
no, I don't think I ever talked about
somebody
Pokemon
else told me a
cards.
story about that. Okay,
Right.
never mind.
Yeah, Pokemon cards in my school were kind of meaningless. I think we had like one or two kids try stealing them, and that was about it. But so in high school, the pretty much final day. Yeah, I think it actually was final day. Everybody would bike to school, but like dressed up stupidly. So like trying to look as 80s, 90s as possible. So like
That's
neon colors. It was stupid as fuck, but it was hilarious. Because we would,
That's
I mean,
pretty damn stupid.
You have like 300 people in bikes dressed up like ultra dumb, going around town. Like we would, like, cops would actually go around warning people that traffic was not going to be functional for that morning. And like it was a common tradition. Can you give me that hell bar stuff whenever you're... I only need like, I need like one.
There you go. Is Birdcatcher reading the chat? I'm reading the chat. I'm just letting Wander talk. But if we want to talk about Birdcatcher chat real quick, because they're getting salty.
So
not
you think it's
detention,
dumb?
you went out, timeout, sit during recess, pink slip, principal's office, etc., etc. A landscaper wanted a 4-year-old expelled. Landscaper wanted a 4-year-old expelled for digging up a damn... Oh my god,
That's
public
impressive.
education. Most for dropouts from public school on your street. Oh yeah, charter schools are dumping grounds. Jesus Christ, are they ever?
Alright,
Like,
we've got molten pickaxes, by the way, at this point.
Yeah, they're okay. Pickaxes were probably not required, but they're okay to have.
They're way
I guess.
better. They're way faster at mining.
I have a damaged one, unfortunately. I need to reforge it.
I mean, he's just up here. If you need gold, tell me.
Want to hear a really embarrassing story of a childhood innocence? Go right ahead, Curtis. Boom, caught up.
Okay, so I wanna finish my story about
Yeah,
bike,
no problem.
even though you think it's
Yeah.
stupid. So we're all going around having, you know, effectively a grand old time. I had the brilliant idea to duct tape inflatable sharks to my biceps.
You did what?
You know those like pool sharks that you can get that like you know, you just float around as a kid? I bought 2 of them because they were like $3 each, and I duct taped them to my arms. So I had shark arms.
Did no adult see you?
Oh, plenty of adults saw me. I did not give a fuck. It was hilarious.
A slime bounced me to my death.
That's pretty unfortunate.
That's not the point. Okay, so adults saw you and you had duct taped sharks to your arms. Yes, continue.
Bird, were you cursed with a crippling sense of shame at all times in life?
Yeah.
Wait, like, do you actually feel ashamed when you look stupid?
Yeah.
Man, I feel bad for you. Because I had sharks
don't
for
worry
arms.
about it.
I had sharks for arms. And, like, I wasn't even the worst person.
You had sharks taped to your arms. It's not the same thing.
It was pretty goddamn close.
It's
not
about
as close as you're ever gonna get, Chuckle Bluff.
Okay, well, I'm gonna genetically engineer some shark arms, and then who's gonna be laughing then?
I mean, probably the sharks, honestly.
The sharks are...
Don't question
Oh,
it.
shit, fuck. Magic mirror. Ah, fuck. I even Ivy whipped and it didn't do a damn thing. Oh, well.
Trying to deal with the whole fact that
I lost
everything is
literally
fire.
63 copper, so I don't really feel that bad about it.
Why do you even care about money at this point? What do we have to spend it on? I don't even know.
Reforging.
I mean, I've got 40 gold.
Mega Shark.
Oh, fuck.
It gets it to plats, dude. You need platinum.
I died. Oh, wow. Alright, that's impressive. I'll at some
You
point
need
go
platinum
65
to reforge.
If it becomes to the point where,
there.
like, we have to grind for, like, cash, we'll fix it.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't want to grind too much. If it's boring, I'm not going to do it. But,
well, I have good news for you, because the last, like, third of the game becomes a huge grind fest. Where you need to grind up items that have, like, a 1 in 1,000 chance of dropping.
Oh, fuck. Are we sure we actually want to get that far with this series? I figured we just kill most of the bosses and then call it a day. This spider,
because
very gung-ho.
Dude, there are so many bosses in this game. You have no idea. To get to those bosses, you have to grind up like the 1 in 100 items and stuff like that. Is that bad news? Are you okay? Do I need to do you have a life alert bracelet?
There's just a spider.
Do I need to call a doctor?
You're just being mean today.
Do you have a life alert bracelet, sir? Sir, are you okay?
You were just being the cattiest. It's weird.
I'm sorry, I become cat catcher.
Yeah, apparently.
Who's like my arch nemesis. He's the gazpacho to my Alabama man.
No. Cat catcher is definitely he's the cat horker.
He's the what?
Hork. I think it's hork.
I mean, hork is the sound a cat makes when it's coughing up a hairball, but I don't know what you're talking about. Ouch.
To hork actually, I believe means. Shoot, I'd have to look this up. There's an old site from like, I'm not gonna say like early internet, but it was like much more popular like 10 years ago, called Seventh Sanctum, where effectively every time, well, you go to it and it's just a bunch of random name generators. So like fantasy characters, fantasy character class name generators, that kind of nonsense. And so like super simple stuff, but so you can make up like fantasy classes. And so there was a forum I went on. I never actually participated, which I felt kind of bad about. But you could effectively every week you would randomly generate a character class, and you would have to illustrate it, which is actually really cool. If you could, come up with something interesting. But so there's like the turtle horker or something like that. I'd have to look it up. It was really funny when I saw some of these
I fucking have the Ivy Whip equipped. What is it? Does not fire anymore?
Ah, yes, the salt. But anyway,
I literally had it in my active slot, and I was clicking, and it was not firing.
Bizarre.
Okay, continue.
But I mean, that's pretty much it. Just Hux. It was the turtle horker.
Okay. I'm literally clicking with the Ivy Whip in my inventory, and it's not doing anything.
Fine. Your arch nemesis.
I'm right-clicking, left-clicking.
Bird, your arch nemesis is the Meowomancer.
Meowomancer. Well, that's cool about the turtle horker. What forum was this again?
It was Seventh Sanctum, which was just a bunch of name generators, but they had a forum attached. And, like...
Interesting.
Yeah.
So there's, like, a weird little community that emerged from it?
Yeah. It was actually really cool. There weren't a whole lot of good artists, though, which is
happens.
kind of unfortunate. But it was still kind of like a neat side thing. Happens. I mean, how many forums, like, really take off? Oh, man.
Very few.
Okay, so you didn't do D&D. Did you ever do any, like,
I did D&D, regretfully.
No. You didn't do D&D. That wasn't D&D. That was not D&D. That was not D&D.
It was D&D.
As somebody that played D&D...
It went by the name of D&D, and it had the name D&D, and it had the D&D rulebook associated with it.
There were... Actually, it's true. The original D&D rules did actually allow for orgies as, like, a concept.
Yeah, I know.
Which is dumb.
Wait, I have a story to tell from my chat. Back in the day, Newgrounds had a not safe for work tab on their site. I remember that.
You mean they don't? Did they get rid of that?
They got rid of the not safe for work tab forever ago. They still...
Wow.
I
really haven't been on
Newgrounds
in a while.
on there anymore.
I haven't been on Newgrounds in ages, apparently.
Yeah. So, you're trolling around and clicked on it. A new world was discovered, and they proceeded to show every kid in the neighborhood. One of them ratted on me to his parents because he wouldn't let him watch. And it happened at 8 p.m. while I was sitting and watching Beowulf with my parents. There was a neighborhood meeting. Huh. So somebody got called out for sharing porno with the kids.
And there was a neighborhood meeting?
Probably somebody was like, I don't believe in allowing the children to have pornography. They're gonna then do the marijuana and listen to the Beatles. Or probably like a soccer mom, like, you can't let that sort of influence spread into little Timothy's life. We want it
like that.
We want to nurture. God, I'm getting pissed off. I normally don't get pissed off at my own impersonations, but that one is driving me nuts right now.
Well, yeah. I mean, that one's effectively the bane of rational thought.
Mm-hmm.
Did I ever?
We don't use the N-word no around Timothy. We just want him to say. We want him to believe that there is a world of possibilities.
Did you ever have to deal with any, like, particularly, like, bad parents along the way? Like, somebody else's parent that just, like, really should never have been a parent?
Nah, all the parents I knew were druggies who shouldn't have been parents, so they didn't deal with that shit. Charter school, man. Charter school.
Oh, yeah.
And Albuquerque on top of that.
Yeah, I was mostly thinking Albuquerque. I'm surprised charter school would be that way.
Charter schools are dumping grounds for problem kids.
Why'd you
put
go
it
to one?
in the harshest way I can. Why did I do it? Because
Yeah.
it sounded like it would be a better idea than it ended up being.
Oh,
Pretty
fuck.
much one of the themes of my life. It's why I do a lot of shit and then immediately regret it.
Was it one of those, like, big magnet schools? Or is it... Yep.
No.
It was like a small charter school?
Yep. It was supposed to have a science and technology focus. Considering most of our teachers didn't even know how to install a printer, it really didn't end up being that way.
That would annoy me. I told you that my school had gotten rid of its computer science program, right? Like the...
Yeah, you told me about that. And that, of all the programs to get rid of, whatever.
I mean, they had to have their, they had to expand their music program. We had...
You realize that puts me in a really terrible position on where to have my opinion.
I mean, all right. There's plenty of reason to have like a music program. However,
Yes.
you don't need 7 different types.
I mean, depends on what music program you're talking about here.
Okay, so we had orchestra, we had band, we had marching band, we had brass band.
What does band mean? What is band?
It was just the collection
Like
one for
concert
anybody.
band?
No. It was just the collection one where, like, if people didn't know which one to sign up for, they'd sign up for band. It was the biggest one. It was also the worst one because there was no organization and, like,
I was
there was
gonna
no,
say,
like...
that sounds terrible.
It was pretty
What the
bad.
hell does that even mean?
Yeah, exactly. But so,
Like,
there's band...
what style of music do they even play if you're just literally banned?
Just everything. They would switch between, like, oh shoot, the Kung Fu Fighting song, whatever that one is. And I only went to a couple of concerts.
Oh, to activate a whip, you press E? What is it with this game?
You knew that! We've discussed that one before.
No, we haven't.
We have.
I'm used to clicking to fire off the damn thing.
I played...
Why did they disable it? Why did they disable it? That's the important question.
Hey, Hoodie.
Why did they disable it so you can't click to fire off the whip anymore?
I mean... We're directly below the jungle at this point.
Yeah, so there's jungle shit if you go up.
Oh, it's an underground
want
jungle.
to see that. Yeah, well,
of
course there's underground jungle.
Is there any reason to be there?
Mm-hmm. No, not really, not anymore.
Okay. Do we want to find, like, a different place to go down or something?
I don't know. The place that we went down is pretty hard, but there's an easier way to mine a... I don't know. We're not really getting a very good run of Hellstone. I only have 3 bars.
I'm not sure how many more we want or need. I'm not even sure, like, what our
Why
goal
don't we fight
is
the
right now.
Skeletron Prime? I have 360 health, so I have more health.
My only worry is I don't have a good
Oops.
ranged weapon anymore. I don't have the, Do you not have that horseshoe equipped?
No, because it's duped. I don't want your doopy
that
shit.
one is not duped.
It's covered in doopy dupe.
I found that one.
It smells like dupe.
Fine, pull out your goddamn umbrella. You have one of those.
It smells like dupe.
Your umbrella was not dupe.
Wait. What in the fuck is this menu?
Oh, did you find your grappling hook menu? Or something?
I mean, maybe? Yes. Huh. That's...
Yeah.
Neat.
You can also get a mount, a minecart, a pet, a light pet, dies. There's the housing menu, and then there's
Everyone's
camera
telling me
mode.
the horseshoe is not duped. I mean, I didn't know that I was in a chat full of liars. Have you always been liars, chat?
Your delusions are problematic, to say the least.
What if you wanted to say the most, Wander?
Then I wouldn't say to
Well,
say the least.
While you mull that over.
Come on.
Oh yeah, one time I came up with a parody artistic movement called maximalism. Everything had to be in the form of a musical, no matter what the art form was.
But yeah, no, as far as my school went, like, a third of the kids were enrolled in a band program. But, like, half of them were effectively just glorified daycare. You know, kind of where the students would go to just hang out.
I did that sort of thing in middle school where it was literally like every student was enrolled in band. Maybe 10% had any sort of musical inclination. Not even like talent. We're not going to even settle. We'll settle for liking band. That is like only maybe 10% had that.
But so like I'll grant that, like, yeah, having a robust music program is fine, but not to the point where like it's at the cost of everything else.
Curtis is telling me it's duped. I'm gonna believe Curtis.
Curtis doesn't watch my side. He didn't see what chest I pulled it out of.
I didn't see what chest you pulled it out of either.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
You okay?
I made a mistake.
I'm not paranoid about everything duped. I just don't want that shit in my inventory shitting up with its doopy stank.
Oh man, did you ever do that in Pokemon? The, like, missing no stuff? Or did you never play enough Pokemon to do that?
I played a lot of Pokemon, but I was scared that it would corrupt my save files, so I never messed with missing no.
I actually did have it corrupt my save file. So I guess...
Of course, everyone I know who tried it eventually, sooner or later, lost their entire save file.
I mean, this is like way later, and this is because I was trying... Oh, I put it in my bank. Like I put it in
that'll do it.
The box. Because I actually like grew really attached to my missing
It's
no.
a bone serpent.
I noticed. I don't want to deal with your fuck. I keep trying to kill your...
I killed the bone. Bro.
I keep trying to kill your,
Bruh.
What is this thing? Angry Magma Stone.
You got a demon on you, by the way.
I noticed.
You were hated in middle school and became best friends with your drama teacher. Ah. Ooh. Ooh.
What, the whole best friends with the drama teacher thing?
Ooh. That stung to read. God damn. See, when people talk about their miserable high school experiences about being, like, beat up or not having friends or whatnot, like, I can't even comprehend it because I was ridiculously popular. And
no, you were out of your charter school by that point, right?
Right, I was out of charter school by the time I was in high school, but even in charter school, I was incredibly popular. Like,
yeah.
Everyone I've ever met pretty much has adored me.
You were never the fat kid, though. You were always pretty skinny, right?
Yeah, that's also a very good point.
I was actually fairly heavy when I was younger.
Well, you talked about how you played football and stuff like that.
I never played football.
Oh, lifted weights. I'm sorry. I kind of conflated the two in my head.
I didn't lift weights until I was in college, though.
Well, okay, fair enough.
Like, I was just fat. I did, like, soccer. That was about it.
I'm gonna die, Wander. Oh,
I saw that happen.
That slime was really... He had a hankering for some birdering.
He had a hankering for...
Damn, he came right...
He has a hankering for a Wanderbot. Jeez.
That guy was pissed.
Yeah. Still is.
Yeah. Oh, man, you're in high school, you don't make friends, you're not even remotely fat.
I mean, you don't have to be fat.
Weird.
I just had a harder time because I was not.
High school not being popular is entirely luck.
Yeah.
It's about you making the right friends at the right time. That determines your popularity.
My
or what
problem
sports
was
you play.
my problem for high school was everybody in my high school had gone to one of 3 elementary schools in the area, and so everybody that had been friends, everybody
well, you'd
had
also
been
moved
friends.
a lot, so you were already fucked from the first place.
Yeah, I mean sometimes you can integrate well, but like everybody had their friend groups since they were like 6, and that did not change. I don't think there was actually one kid who like got like not in trouble, but like her entire friend group effectively just ditched her, and she just had no idea what to do, so she transferred schools entirely.
Wow.
Because it was just
I can't even comprehend that, because it would be like so foreign to her, because she'd never learned how to make new friends.
Also, I figured out where all that magma was coming from that one time, where we got like burninated. Don't kill magma slimes. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this entire place is shitty.
You're right, because she like would never have learned how to make new friends because she made those she had the friends her entire life. Wow.
Yep.
See, when you move around a lot, you get really good at making friends because, you know.
It depends.
It depends,
I just gave up.
know.
I had better things to do than deal with shitty people.
Point. You do not have a whole lot of friends, which is what it is.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're okay with it, then who cares? But whatever.
It's also one of those where it's like post high school. The friends that I did have, I haven't interacted with. I applied at one guy's company because he works in game design, and I was like, yeah, you know, tell me if you can send in a good word or whatever. And he's like, oh yeah, sure. And then I sent him a follow-up being like, hey, you know, any word? And he's like, it's like complete silence. So I'm like, all right, well.
If you go to the right, you can make it. But I think you're making like a hell of it. You're making a pass so we can fight the wall of flesh sooner or later, which I understand.
I was actually dying.
Also, you ran right into that fire.
No, they were. It's not the firefall. It's the bats. The many, many bats. Because I don't have a gun with me.
Why did you put your gun away?
Because I don't have my magma my meteor armor.
It's okay. I'm dead.
Do you want to go try fighting what's his face?
Yeah, let's go fight him.
Seems like a reasonable time for it.
Sure. She was an old lady like Star Wars. She was awesome. She was the only person at school. I was the only person she trusted. You moved from Oklahoma to Arizona in the 3rd grade, then moved schools a lot. If you move schools a lot, we've covered this once or twice before, but you basically get completely screwed over by the public education system. You are on your own. Though to be fair, I think in general, here comes ranting mode more. I think that in general, we as a society have decided that kids' problems should be dealt with entirely by children. The kids that are experiencing it. Like, if you were a kid and you were having a problem, you are on your own. There is no resource to help you.
Yup.
Because people want to respect the parents or whatever, but the parents can't realistically do a whole lot for children beyond, like, once a kid's outside the front door, like, you really don't have any control over what happens to them. So, yeah. Pretty much, we've decided, like, if you're a kid and you got problems, and if you have problems with your parents too, then you're completely fucked. Let's be honest.
So I told you I had to go to sensitivity training, of course.
Right.
I probably didn't actually mention what it was.
No, you didn't.
Meditation and isolation. I was in a room by myself.
Isolation?
Largely for like an hour and a half a day. Yeah. Because I had to reflect on like what I should and should not do, and I never once, as part of this, learned that I should not get in fights with people. Like that was never enforced. It was just a matter of like trying to adjust my personality by like effectively.
It was just trying to make sure that you're like calm and happy or whatever.
Yeah,
I don't know, that sounds like complete bullshit.
It was pretty fucking stupid.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, it was just literally like more than anything.
If you're a kid and you have a problem, you are on your own. Like, it is up to you to figure it out. Because, like, especially if you have problems with your parents or whatever, like, let's be honest, nobody's gonna do shit for you.
Yes.
Your parents certainly aren't.
I'm gonna try the angry
get any help
magma
about
stone.
it.
We'll try burning on top of everything
Jesus
else.
Christ. Taking bullied, school says not enough proof and they can't help. Just ask them to stop.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, bullying. Oh my God, we need to inject some positivity in this episode.
All right, let's talk about Let's Playing. Let's talk about Let's Playing and stuff.
What do you hate the most about Let's Playing?
Hard drive
don't
space.
talk about that.
Hard drive space. Oh,
Me.
Fucking, why'd you just immediately do that?
Because we're supposed to fight him, are we not? Do you not agree that we're supposed to fight Skeletron?
In retrospect, me using this weapon was a complete mistake.
Are you using Star Fury? Where did his hands go? Oh shit, there they are.
So here's the thing I forgot about Star Fury. The platforms block my stars.
Yeah.
I cannot do dick all to him.
Switch it out. Just go hide. Go run away. I'll take care of him.
Here, I'm gonna go mess the bed up, grab my shit, and come back.
Okay.
This gives me a chance to heal anyway.
Go right ahead. Oh, I forgot that expert mode also has like weird things about healing. Like your regeneration is nerfed in expert mode.
Yes.
You can only get regular healing if you have the well-fed bonus, which we might actually consider getting at some point. Because all we need to do is make a bowl of soup to make it happen. Also, I'm probably gonna die fairly soon, so if you could teleport over here sometime,
I'm trying.
That'd be great. I have 2 health. I have 2 health. Oh, thank God.
You're good.
I'm running. Skeletron Prime. Skeletron really,
just
really
survive
likes me,
for like
by the
2
way.
more seconds.
I'm dead.
Oh, he's pissed. Oh,
What were we saying?
You're gonna have to teleport back. I put the bed down.
Problem.
I was trying to put the bed down really fast.
I'll press M. Don't worry about it. You have a girlfriend? Well, I mean, that's great, Curtis. I never had a girlfriend in high school. It fucking sucked.
Was Ladybird your first girlfriend?
Maybe.
That's kind of adorable.
You're kind of adorable.
I'm Shell's first boyfriend. Though that has resulted in some poor timing, maybe. That's resulted in some weird problems here and there. But anyway, so yeah, the
We're not
worst
focusing
thing
on problems. We need to push out the jive.
No,
There's a lot of jive in our commentary tonight.
Let's whine about Let's Playing. So worst thing for me, hard drive space.
I don't want to talk about the worst thing. Talk about the best thing.
No. What's the worst thing for you?
That I don't know. I feel bad about not taking it more seriously. I feel bad that I don't like put more effort into the channel and I don't try to be popular and shit.
You got other shit to do.
I know.
Like you're not in a vacuum, so you're actually kind of okay in a way.
I know. I'm sort of okay with being more known as your like commentary bro.
Yeah, we've talked about that. But at the same
time, I just feel like, you know.
But like, think of it this way. Okay, the bed's down. By the way, if you wanna bed it up.
I'm gonna use it really quick.
Good luck.
Also, I set the spawn point the second he killed the shit out of me.
Oh fuck. He's gone.
Why? What the fuck is this?
I don't
collect all my money. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm okay with it. It's 1 gold.
I don't know why he disappeared.
I don't know either. I think we might have pulled him too far away from the dungeon. Which is bullshit.
But I was like standing back and whatever. I don't know.
Birdcatcher confirmed as Wander's unpaid intern. It didn't turn day. It's still the nighttime theme in the music.
Yeah. Alright.
Will there be anything else after Terraria?
Probably
maybe.
Not.
I don't know. We'll see.
No, I gotta go to bed. We're reworking the back deck, and I'm doing painting tomorrow.
Okay. Whatever you say.
Yep.
It's your life. You be in charge of what you want to do or what not to do. I can probably take the time to work on music and
I mean,
get charged up for Catterday as opposed to not Catterday.
I've got a backlog for tomorrow. So like at this point, when we stop terrariaing, which will probably be within the next like half hour, I'm just gonna go to bed because I got to get up and do other stuff.
Sure, whatever.
But like at least with the like you and doing Let's Play stuff, you're at least attached to like a fairly large and functional group.
Yeah, at least I'm not going solo. That's for damn sure.
Like, I know. I mean, you go to our Let's Play and stuff like that.
No, I haven't been on our Let's Play in like months.
And like the reality of the situation is, oh, that's a lot of emeralds, which I do not have room for. There we go. I found a gem room. Never seen this before.
The reason that it affects me is because it's just another thing in my life that I feel like I do half-assedly.
I mean, it's life. You can only work on so many things at a time.
Yeah, I know. I feel like I'm the man of infinite potential, and I always will be.
Yep, I mean, that's true of, like, a lot of us. I'd probably be a pretty good computer programmer if I actually bothered to, spend the time for it. I just don't.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel the effects of it a lot more because I focus on so many different skills. So it brings out quite a lot of angst in me.
Alright, quick post-commentary interruption here. So if you can't already tell, the session was getting a little bit dark, and honestly it stayed as such for the next 2 hours. So I'm cutting a lot of it out just because it wasn't even interesting gameplay. We accomplished nothing. I think we tried fighting Skeletron like twice more before getting really frustrated at it and decided to do other things. So, what we decided to do in the end instead was a little bit of fun stuff in the ocean. I needed a diving helmet, and we spent like half an hour trying to farm for one. It was ridiculous. So, in the process, we bring in Sebastian SB and switch topics around a little bit. So bear with it, but what happens at the end is kind of amusing in a lot of ways. I really wish that the diving helmets weren't a farm item.
There's so many farm items in this game.
It's dumb.
I know.
Like, if the ocean just went on for fuck all ever, and, like, you could get to different islands and continents and stuff, yeah, count me in. Like,
it'd be starbound at that point.
Yeah, I mean, I think that actually would be a logical progression for this game, that if there's, like...
No, we're not talking about the game, we're talking about life and philosophy.
No. What if there were different world types? Like, you get to one level and it's just nothing but lava and volcanoes, and you're like, well, I'm gonna come back to this one later. Or if you just get a map, it's randomly generated, and you can go to Lava Land. Because... you know.
Wander, have you ever thought about your own mentality?
Hey, Needles.
No, that's a great idea. I think that would be awesome in this game. They're gonna add something like that eventually. They always talk about it, so I think the developers really want to add more of like a world system, like inspired more by whatever it is, Starbound.
Yeah. Oh, welcome to the stream, Nettles. This is not reflective of usually what happens.
This was a very interesting night to join.
Yes. Oh man, my skulls are really slow underwater. It's like kind of sad almost.
It's affected. It's just cute.
Well, not our pistol shots. Actually, are our shots? Yeah, they
slightly, yeah.
They're actually much slower.
Because if you shoot them out the air, they shoot way faster all of a sudden.
Zip way faster.
Mm-hmm.
Bird, I'm gonna give this like maybe 5 more minutes, then let's blow up the ocean.
I'm okay with that.
I'll show you how we're gonna blow up the ocean. Alright, you know what? I've given up already. Bird, get over here.
Okay,
all
let's
the way
blow
to
up
the
ocean.
left. All over the left. Alright, so we're not blowing up the ocean per se.
Are we blowing up ourselves?
No.
What the hell are we doing?
Can we put blocks directly above us?
Are we gonna drown ourselves?
No. Oh, we can.
And what are we doing?
Air.
Okay.
All right.
And
keep digging. Keep digging. So originally I kind of like envied Cry, and I was like, maybe I should do that and just like be the like internet enigma. Another one.
I envy his super expressive voice.
Yeah. I mean, he's a nice guy. wish
And the
you
fact
had-
that he has dominated the Google search terms for an emotion.
It's true.
True.
I wish he had more time, though.
And the fact that he doesn't have to
Alright,
play
Bird,
any
Bird,
game
no,
that's
no, no, no,
relevant.
fuck.
He never
Well,
plays
I
a
guess
game
we're
that's
not gonna
actually
blow up the ocean.
relevant at all,
Fine.
and it doesn't
We can blow
matter.
up, how are we supposed to get around it?
I was
You
gonna
can
blow
just-
up that wooden
Boom, there we
platform. Alright.
That dude gets away with playing anything.
Oh, okay. I'm trying to summon the Eater of Worlds.
He's playing one of the DLCs for Dishonored right now.
There's a lot of bombs falling towards me.
Yep.
And a
Killing a
shark
shark.
that's dead.
Is the water even drained
So
at
I
all?
did mine in public speaking, and I did it in an online
Oh
course.
yeah, you want to give me one of those stacks of dynamite?
Which doesn't make any sense.
Why? Oh, I need to equip it as a helmet. No wonder I can't equip the diving helmet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow, I've sat here for so long,
Alright.
the video actually finished rendering.
Bird, you ready?
Yeah.
Stand here. Ah, fucking. Whoa!
Whoa,
Did
what
you
the fuck?
What? Oh, it's a shark!
there's a shark.
it's a crab. It's a land shark.
Well,
That solves that problem.
They're coming for you.
Whoa! This actually this defaults to desert once we drain the ocean.
Wander, I'm confused.
It was great.
Just drain the
How-
ocean directly to to hell.
That's what.
That's what we
That's
did.
Solve
exactly
two
what we
problems at
did.
once.
But it disappeared.
Yeah,
Like-
water. Yeah, water doesn't actually go to hell.
Well, no.
there's-
We were
you
standing
missed
next
it.
to it. We were standing
Oh.
next to it, and then just motherfucking poof, gone.
The entire ocean drained in a millisecond.
Even if you can get it to go down there, though, on the way to hell, it'll all water just sort of.
So
stops
sort of, but
existing.
it still
Whoa.
takes a little
Dude,
while.
Wander, get down here real soon. Get down here
I'm
real
coming.
fast.
I'm coming all the way down. Is it a safe
Just
landing?
wormhole to me right now.
Oh no, I did your thing. Okay. What's
Just
up?
appreciate this incredibly rare sight.
Water.
Hell is flooded.
Yeah, but let's dig. Let's dig down. Let's dig down. Let's get some hellstone. Well,
Okay.
it's easy.
It's not going to be easy for more than like 10 seconds.
We might be able to get this big ol' section. though.
9, 8, 7.